Tree Country 1330 WTRE 839 on this beautiful Tuesday morning. And we've got Robin Meyer joining us this morning with Tree City Fall Festival. It is the season, isn't it?
It is. What a great fall morning it looks like, even though it's still summer.
It is, isn't it?
But it feels fall weather, doesn't it?
But you know what? I've decided for the Fall Festival, it would be nice to have this kind of weather.
It would be. It would fit, wouldn't it?
Yeah, the fair was a little toasty, and the Power of the Past was a little even toastier. So you know what?
Right.
Just a little cooler weather.
That's right. If you'll recall, last year our fall festival, we had days in the 90s.
It was a little toasty.
It was really warm last year. We've had great weather for many years in a row, and we're going to get at least one more good year.
Oh, I think so. Yeah. Absolutely. You guys have a jam-packed schedule. I know we've talked quite a bit about that, and the entertainment lineup is amazing this year.
It is. We've got a great lineup this year. Friday night, we usually do country music Friday night, so that's kind of what we're following with this year. We have Cody Eichert and the Sidewinders. They'll kick off about 6:45, and that's after our opening show on the stage, and that's our Tree City Fall Festival royalty.
That's right.
That's always a fan favorite. The pageant is actually this weekend, so we can present the winners the following weekend at the festival.
I feel for those contestants, because having to wait a week to find out how you did is gotta be grueling.
That's nerve-wracking. It sure is. If you get a chance, though, go out to the high school. This Saturday, we're going to do the littles are going to be at 3 o'clock. The juniors are at 5, and the Miss Tree City is going to be at 7 o'clock. It's just $3 to get in, or $6 for the whole for all three shows. But that's actually the pageant. And then the winners will be announced next Friday on the main stage at 6 o'clock.
A day full of royalty. You guys have quite the lineup. We've had them on, but so many contestants this year.
Yeah, we've the last few years have been really good. Erica Reed is our committee chair for the pageant. She does an outstanding job. I went to the pageant a couple of years ago. I'd never been. But what a great show that we do. What a great pageant it is. A lot of folks show up to see, their family members that are up on stage and trying to win that crown. It's just really well done. Erica does a super job. And I know she's got a big committee of folks that help her as well, but Erica does a great job with that.
Well, the Fall Festival takes a year to be ready. It's not like it just comes together, and it takes a lot of people to get you guys to this point.
It does. We've got about 22 members of our committee, and we meet at least once a month, every month, with the exception of December. But we're hitting it pretty hard, and then come about July, August, we're meeting maybe more than once a month. But I can't tell you how many emails and text messages are flying back and forth. I mean, it was 2 hours worth last night about everything as we're getting closer to the day. There's just so many little details, but everybody's working really hard to pull all this together for our community.
How long have you been on the Fall Festival Committee?
I think just 5 years. I started out being the MC on stage. Jeff Emsweller had done it before, and Jeff called me up and said, "Hey, I want you to do this." And I did it, and I enjoyed it. And then they said, "Hey, you want to join the committee?" And I kind of got sucked right into that. And I really enjoyed it. I love doing things for our community, giving back to this community that I was raised in. And I just think that's important for we as adults to do, and show the next generation that, hey, you got to step up, you got to give back to the community, because we've gotten so much out of this community.
When I look at your committee, I admire the fact you guys have got about every age span on there, which is great.
We do. And we've got a few young folks in. And when I say young, I'm talking 20s. But we've got a few younger folks in the past couple of years. And that's really been helpful this year, because social media plays such a big role in our marketing and our advertising, our Facebook, our website. And if you go out and look at our social media, those things change multiple times a day. We're promoting our sponsors, we're promoting our vendors and our events, our schedule. And it takes some of those young people to figure that out, because I can't do it. I can't do it.
And it's a lot to keep up on.
It is. And again, we have text messages flying back from, we've got 7 different committees and committee chairs. And, hey, we need this posted. We need this posted. How are we going to do this? Who's going to do this? It does. It takes a lot of people. Jeff Emsweller takes care of he's kind of our chair of our marketing committee. But we've also got some other folks that just really step up to the plate. Leah Kane has been awesome this year. She's a genius when it comes to social media. We just couldn't do it without her this year too.
Now, Rhonda, is she? I don't know if she's the chair of the committee for
for vendors.
Oh goodness, has she
Yes.
blown it out of the water this year?
Unbelievable this year. Last year we thought, where are we going to put everybody? And I think we had 137 last year.
Okay.
And this morning we announced we have 161 vendors.
So we're going to use
We're
every
done.
square inch, right?
We're done. We're going to use every square inch. I don't know what we're going to do. We'll figure that out in the next 10 days.
Now, I believe, and maybe it was Mark that said we're going to go a little bit north there on Broadway this year.
Yep, we're going to try to go a little bit north on Broadway, and we
Okay.
did some last year, so we kind of started creeping that way. But we had plenty of room, so yep, we're gonna thicken it in this year.
I love it.
Yeah,
Very
it's
good.
exciting.
Now, it does take a lot of money to make this happen,
It sure does. It sure does.
and that comes from a lot of different avenues.
Well, it comes from sponsorships, and it comes from our vendor booths. And that's really about it, because we don't charge any admission, so nobody has to pay to get in, which is really nice. It's what we like to do to give back to our community, but we do rely heavily on our sponsors, and Honda has really stepped up the past several years, and we really couldn't do this without Honda. Honda's been a great sponsor. A couple of our other big sponsors, the city of Greensburg comes through, not only with sponsorship money, but a lot of support with the fire department, the police department, the street department. Mark Klostercamper, I'm talking to him, and we got to get streets closed down and things like that. So those sponsors, we couldn't do it without them. And we'll spend upwards of $40,000 to make this event happen this year.
Well, it's between entertainment and stage, and there's a lot of
Yes.
different pieces.
There's a lot. Entertainment's gone crazy as far as expenses, bringing the bands in, and we're putting bands in hotels, and we're feeding bands and things like that as well, which Visit Greensburg has stepped up to help us with keeping our bands in the hotel rooms this year. We appreciate their support. But the cost of the stage, the sound system, and we got a great stage. We got a new stage last year. But we're spending a lot of money on that, but it's well worth it. Our insurance for this 2-day event, I'm just going to say it's more than $6,000.
It's a little crazy, isn't it?
It is. So our expenses keep going up. So we really rely on our sponsors to help us, and we've got so many good sponsors. I reached out to one sponsor yesterday and said, "Hey, I need a sponsor for the parade," and it was Blake O'Mara. So O'Mara Foods stepped up, and they're going to sponsor our parade. So we appreciate Blake and what he does, not only for the Fall Festival, he does a lot of things for the whole community. So. So many other sponsors that I don't know if I could name them all today, but we're going to do our best to recognize them at the festival.
Very good. The parade will be on Saturday morning.
The parade is Saturday morning at 10, and that's one of my favorite things. I'm emceeing the parade. Roxana Metz emcees it with me, and I know WTRE's up there on the broadcasting from the parade as well, and it's just really fun. And
always such a good turnout for that parade.
It is. It's a great turnout. And I'm on the stage, so I can only see what's downtown. But I know Broadway is lined up, for many, many blocks for people watching it. So and we got a new award this year. Or I'm sorry, last year we had a new award. We're calling it the Ham It Up Award. So it's an award given to the parade entry that's kind of the goofiest, the silliest, the funnest. But that's in memory of Merrill Smith, who used to manage our parade, and we lost Merrill last year. So that's just something fun, and he would be excited.
He'd be tickled, wouldn't he?
He would. He'd have a good time with that. So.
I tell you, my favorite part of the parade is that as I drive down to get in the parade lineup is all the visiting I get to do, because, they're lined up forever. So you do.
Right.
It's great. It might take me a minute to get to where I'm going.
That's
but
right. It does. It takes a while. And Taylor Grayman she takes care of the parade and does a really good job. She's very super duper organized, whereas we like to make fun of Merrill, even though he's gone. Merrill did everything with pencil and paper.
He sure
did. You knew that.
Yes.
Yeah. But we've stepped it up, and it's going to be a good parade this year.
Now, our parade registration, is that closed at this point?
It is, but you know what? If you really want to get in there, we can probably squeeze you in. So, yeah, come on down. Get a hold of me. Get a hold of Taylor. Go to our website if you like. We'll get you in. We'd like to have some more. I think we're over 60.
Very nice.
So far. So we're excited. Our theme is Volunteering is Alive in 2025.
I love it. And we'll
Yeah.
have the volunteer fire departments, I believe.
Volunteer fire departments are going to be our grand marshals, so we're excited about that. So if you like fire trucks, come on out. There's going to be a bunch of them in the parade.
This is the year.
Yep, that's right.
It is. The cheer exhibition is back this year as well.
Yes, it'll be right in front of the main stage, right after the parade. And I think this is our third year for that.
That has grown.
It really has, and there's so many young cheerleaders that come out, and they're either in schools or one of the cheer companies around, and they do a great exhibition. It's not a contest or anything. It's just so they can show off what they do, and they get to do it right in front of this big crowd because all the moms and dads and aunts and grandmas are there to watch it. It's really kind of fun to watch.
Oh, it is. It's
Yep.
a great time, and
It is.
flip and spin and twist
Yeah, they do things I would never think of doing.
That's right.
Yeah.
You've also, I believe, have the pet costume contest again,
Pet
right?
costume contest
Yes.
again. That'll be over where on the side of the square where the gazebo used to be. So I believe that's the east side of the square, and that's always kind of fun. So looking forward.
We
to
get
that.
everybody involved, because I mean, we've got a contest or a
Yeah.
participating thing for
There's something
everyone.
for everybody. That's
right.
right. And with 161 vendors, there's going to be something that you're interested in.
That's right. Food vendors will be all across downtown.
Food vendors, food trucks. You're not going to go hungry. Plenty of things to eat and drink. The local merchants will be, selling their goods and foods and drinks as well. So, don't only support the local merchants, but the vendors too.
I always tell people this is such a good time to go downtown because you've got all the vendors that are coming in on the square, but then all of our local shops are open as well, so
That's
you can
right.
hit both with one shot.
That's right. That's an exciting weekend. And talking to some of the local merchants, some of them, that's their biggest weekend of the year. So we're glad we can do it. And now with all the work that we've been doing downtown, the city's been doing, our downtown is shaping up. And I know they're putting some finishing touches on this week. But what a great downtown we have.
It's
Just
looking
so
pretty
nice.
spiffy, isn't it?
It is.
I drove
It
through
really
yesterday,
is.
and I thought
Yeah.
the mayor kept telling us it's going to come together,
Yeah,
and
it's coming together. Made us a little nervous when we looked at the timeline, and some of the curbing and things are changed a little bit, so we had to make sure our stage would fit and the parade can make that bend just right. But it's looking like it's going to be a great show, and the downtown's going to look great.
now last year, a phenomenal crowd turnout.
Great big crowd. Yeah, we track numbers through Visit Greensburg. They do some tracking for us, and we had over 19,000 visitors to the downtown area in 2 days. So that's exciting.
That is exciting. So
It is.
hopefully this year we'll see it be just a little bit higher, right?
Just a little bit. Let's get 20 this year. Yeah,
I think we can do it.
I hope so.
I think too the entertainment you guys are bringing in. I mean, it was great last year too, but
Right.
I think the boys in the band, the
Boys in
Alabama.
the Band, that's an Alabama tribute group. Everybody loves Alabama. Everybody knows Alabama songs. And, what a better thing to do on a Friday night than bring a chair and a cowboy hat, if you will, get you a cold beverage and listen to some good music.
That's right. It's going to be a beautiful evening too.
It is.
We've determined that is going to happen.
I hope those 80s for next week kind of hang on for a little bit.
I think they're supposed to. I looked
so.
ahead, and and I'll put our order into Randy Allis today.
Right, very
It-
good.
It needs to be just perfect.
Okay,
So,
okay.
what's your favorite part of the fall festival?
Wow. I really like when the bands are playing, it's getting a little dark out, just to see everybody in the community. You might run across people once in a while, but to see so many people that you know on the downtown square enjoying a common thing, a common get together, a reason to bring everybody in the community together, and all the smiles on the faces and everybody saying, "Hey, how you doing?" and it's just the camaraderie, and that's what Greensburg's all about. Being in a small town, I've worked in Indianapolis. I did for 10 years, and you couldn't pay me to want to live there. But I just love our community and love when everybody comes together for a good common cause.
I always say it's one of the best social events of the year.
It is. It really is. So we're excited. We're having a great time this year.
Royalty will be crowned on Friday, but you'll be
Friday.
able to see them throughout the entire weekend.
That's right. We're also having, you can come and meet the royalty at 2:30, I believe, at the branch on Saturday. So you can go to that back room in the branch, and the little Miss Queens are going to be there. The little Mister's going to be there. So bring the kids in and say hi to the royalty. And it's not just a one thing for the one weekend for the royalty. They do other things with us throughout the year. They're in our fair booth and other things that we participate in. So we really get a good workout out.
I say they're really in so many community events.
Yes,
wherever
we
you
want
go,
to get them out there. That's right. Yeah,
you see them. What else do we have to look forward to as we move into this? We're in what 2 weeks? No, 1 week. 1.5.
It's not this weekend, but the
next one.
It's creeping up on us. That's
it
right.
sure is.
Yeah, last year we did something new. At 5:15 on the main stage, or right in front of the main stage, I should say, the Elite Edition Show Choir, Greensburg High School. They came out and did a performance last year. And if you missed that last year, it was a great event. The whole group was dressed up almost in like Halloween-y kind of stuff. And they were doing a Michael Jackson Thriller.
That's right. Yes. I was like,
Remember
I know
that?
I saw it, but I had to, yes.
Yeah. And they were so good. They were singing, they were dancing, they looked the part, and it brought out a really good crowd. So we're going to have them back again this year. So they'll perform for a little while, and then they're just going to knock it out of the park. I know they are.
They will. They'll do a great job.
Excited.
Also, having the big band.
Uh-huh.
Am I thinking right?
Yeah. They are going to be on at noon.
Okay.
And that's the Rush County Big Band.
Yes.
Yes. And there are local performers in that band. So
that's a new addition too.
That's new this year. That's right. That's right. So that'll follow the cheer exhibition, which will be around 11 o'clock, which is right after the parade. So we got a lot of things going on just right in a row to keep everybody busy.
You guys have honestly jam-packed 2 days.
We have. Now, we'd like to cram a couple of more things in there, but we got to leave some time for sound checks and all that for the big bands for the
all the formal
time.
stuff has to happen.
That's right. So, but yeah, we're trying to keep it busy, keep things going for the vendors downtown. The vendors, they're spending a lot of time and money to come down here, and they want to see good crowds too. So we're doing what we can to bring people to town.
So we talked about the media who does that. Rhonda does the vendors.
Uh-huh.
What are you've got some other committees. Who else? What are some of your other committees out there?
Mary Lou Davis and I are chairing sponsorships, so we've been out trying to beg and borrow for money, and we've done a really good job with that. So that's been well. We did a good job this year. We always like to do a little better. Mark Carmen, of course. I know Mark comes in here and talks with you, but he takes care of our entertainment. And Mark's already got some things already lined up for next year. Some of these bands, you got to book them a year, sometimes 18 months ahead
You
of time.
do, yes.
Yeah, so that's pretty. That's a busy thing for Mark to do. And again, I said Erica Reed takes care of our pageant. Taylor Grammon takes care of the parade. Kelly Hoing's our treasurer this year. Terry Christensen's our president. So they've all got their jobs to do. Jeff, I told you earlier, Jeff takes care of marketing. Really, Leah does the social media. She's a guru at that. Jeff's really good at print media, radio, that kind of thing. So, but we've just got so many people on the committee that just they just find their niche, and people say, hey, I'd like to join your committee, and we talk to them a little bit and say, hey, how about this, and we just kind of feed them in there. So we run by kind of like a committee structure, so everybody knows the role.
Very good. Mm-hmm. Well, once again, it's coming up next weekend already.
Next weekend, that's right.
We are ready. We're excited. We'll be down there all weekend. So
good. We're looking forward to it.
Lots of coverage. Anything else you want to get on there?
Hey, just come on out. We got to get that 20,000 number, and we'll be talking about our sponsors throughout the event, and please tell the sponsors thank you. If when I see them, I'm going to thank them and shake their hand, because we couldn't do this without our sponsors, and that's what makes this town so exciting to live in.
All right. Well, we will see you next weekend downtown
right,
at the Tree City Fall Festival.
Right on. Thank you.